Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty disappointing news coming out over here and a lot of brand new information coming over here from Phil Spencer. When it comes to this stuff, there's a pretty big interview that came out with the big head honcho of Xbox itself, where there was actually a decent bit of, well, mediocre and kind of sad news going on. But of course, also a lot of future news too as well when it comes to the console ecosystem, and everything else, also including future games. We always love to get to go report on this one. We've also now been seeing the Xbox Series X at some of the cheapest price points we've had a chance to go and see so far, although it has gone up at least a little baby smidgen. So we're gonna go talk about just a bunch of random things over here, and if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as well, a reminder, we have a bajillion different brand new Best Buy links, all linked down below, hashtag ad and hashtag Best Buy partner. But we have a lot of cool things like Squishmallows, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we have Magic cards, we have a lot of things all linked down below with a bunch of things in general in the comment section, so check them on out if you guys would like. We have the Twitter and Twitch room, probably live up on Twitch right this second. Of course, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's dive on into the video itself. Also, a reminder, we're gonna have a giveaway going on very soon, maybe even as early as tomorrow launch, so look for community posts, or I'll probably mention it up in YouTube videos or up on Twitter too as well. So first and foremost, we have been seeing the Xbox Series X is actually popping off and going on sale, at least a decent bit cheaper. Right now, this was originally at $350 for the price points, but as of right this second, you guys may not be able to go and see on the camera, but it's actually at the right now solid $432, which is still not bad. Just giving you guys a little bit of a heads up and reminder that there is a cool Diablo deal and bundle going on. It's been floating around a few different other various retailers, and anyone who may be interested in the Xboxes, we have been seeing a lot of really good deals, similarly as the PlayStation 5 console has been, so keep that in mind. Although one of the bigger news for this video is the fact that there was a Game Pass rumor, basically talking about how a lot of the big executives, when it came to Microsoft gaming as a whole, were talking about how they want to go bring, well, Game Pass to as many consoles as possible, and many console screens and everything. And, well, some folks are kind of running with it, myself included. I'll admit that there could be a good chance of them trying to go and push, once again, the PlayStation and the Switch. Now, for me, I kind of always, even on that same video, it said like, hey, it's probably not going to be expected, and there's also like more of a benefit for Xbox if they have, say, PlayStation gamers on Xbox Game Pass, rather than the vice versa. So it's more of like a PlayStation or Nintendo issue, rightfully so. I get why they wouldn't like it, rather than an Xbox, because if Xbox could right this second have their own individual product on PlayStation, they probably would. But right now they say we have no plans to bring the Xbox Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. The Xbox CEO Phil Spencer on console hardware, the future of Activision, Blizzard, and much more. So over here we have this from Jess Corden, who had a chance to go and talk with the actual Phil Spencer himself too as well. So all around, good stuff. So Microsoft Gaming CEO and Xbox lead Phil Spencer is currently at CCXP on top of this. So very interesting to go and see where they're presenting alongside a lot of these really big entertainment people, where they have a chance now to go and discuss and talk about stuff, and we'll have a chance to discuss gaming as a whole. And typically when you're in these big industry events, a lot of folks like to go and bring up things such as like, what's the future? You want to be on interview. Hey, you have the weekend, you want to go get a dinner and talk about this type of stuff. And this is where Phil Spencer did himself. And well, a lot of folks have been critiquing Xbox, their future, what they want to do, how they're going to grow, and everything else in between. And this is why this platform is very intriguing, because people are excited. So first and foremost, they're excited for the wrong reason, where they have the Xbox Game Pass coming to other platforms, innovation in future Xbox console hardware, and keeping the fans excited. And this is where the first something kind of bad thing to go and say, because he had a chance to respond to the Game Pass conversation saying, I'll start by saying, we have no plans to bring Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. It's not in our plans, but I think you hit on the right point of what it means to own an Xbox, which is kind of sad. Like that alone, that line right there, that they don't have like this big push to do it, it makes sense. I think a lot of folks would probably assume if you watch like a video or statements, probably be very hard to pull off, both logistically and the finance wise and everything else too as well. But at the same exact time, it makes me kind of sad to just go and see. The thing I want to be focused on is how do we continue to innovate for people who've made the commitment to our hardware platform? And how do we continue to make sure that they feel great about their investment in what we've built? Which also makes sense too. If you buy an Xbox, you want to make sure you enjoy having an Xbox. Now, granted, if they want to only care about the Game Pass business, which they mostly do, it doesn't really matter that much. But at the same time, like they don't want to go and screw over 20 million Xbox Series X and S owners. And we see them focus and push a lot for the Xbox Series S as well, which is nice. So I'm obviously going to have my own point of view on our hardware, but I think our hardware team did a great job with the Xbox Series X and Series S. This generation giving value and performance in the hardware line when I think about investments in things like Game Pass and Xbox Cloud Gaming, crossplay and cross-save and ID at Xbox, all these things I want us to continue to innovate so people see on our console feel like we're making investments in console that match their commitment they're making to us. So basically saying like, hey, we just want to make sure you get a good Xbox, you like the Xbox, having a good vibe with your Xbox, we'll enjoy your Xbox. So Game Pass was one of those things, all that over the last 5 years we built, or Game Pass, and we continue to grow. It's on PC, it's on cloud. So it just kind of seemed like they're just saying, hey, if you want to get an Xbox Game Pass, get a PC. A lot of folks have laptops and PCs as of right this second, in combination with their PS5 or Switch, like me. So it's kind of more saying like, hey, we're going to make sure the ecosystem's good on, say, PC, on your TV, on phone, but as well go buy an Xbox. You want the Xbox is overall pretty dope. And as well, they also had some innovation might look at for Xbox hardware in the future, because they've been seeing more PC handhelds like the Steam Deck and Asus ROG as well, and they also had a chance for him to go and say that they do have some good long-term plans on this innovation, saying just last month we elevated Sarah Bond to be the president of Xbox. The hardware team is in her organization, and the platform and service teams are in her organization as well. We made that organizational move specifically to ensure that we had a unified focus in our innovative roadmap for hardware and services, which also does seem that they want to go push for more cloud gaming and also handheld devices, which is nice to see. This might be a nice separate video maybe throughout the weekend, but basically they have been saying for the Xbox Cloud is maybe a good way for them to have Xbox gaming and mobile gaming too as well. So they say in a place like the United States, the way people use cloud primarily is on Xbox consoles. They use it to look at games and to browse games that they might want to download through the Xbox Game Pass, or even just purchase games outright, and that sparked innovations that they didn't plan, and they want to make sure you have a chance to either give feedback or utilize the cloud and be on top of this type of stuff, so they know how to make the Xbox console experience even better at the end of the day. They're also saying there's a really good roadmap too as well for future things, such as roadmap for improvements to even Xbox achievements, which I do know and a lot of folks have been kind of stating and kind of complaining about, where they wanted to go and have more Xbox things, because they removed a lot of these like Bing rewards and Microsoft rewards even this past week, and people were upset about that. So it's almost nice to see that they are bringing this on up. And I know a lot of people are achievement hunters for Xbox, and they always really like that too as well. They also did notice the growth of the handheld devices, which are actually bringing PC Game Pass and Steam games to other portable scenarios without Xbox's integrations too, which is very nifty to see. And they're basically saying how cool it is that you can basically play Xbox anywhere you want, as long as you either have the mobile internet or 5G internet, or as well just have the handheld console, which makes sense that they have this right now with the Lenovo Legion Go and Steam Deck, etc. And they have basically these OSs too as well. I appreciate the mention of the Xbox app and the work Ashley McKinsick and the team have put together launch a new compact mode too as well. I'm traveling right now and I have my Lenovo Legion Go with me, which is fantastic too as well. And he basically says he wants to have these for long term, so for cross-play, cross-save, cross-progression to make everything better. They also do want to have their own Xbox Cloud Gaming family plans and want to basically have a chance to go push for this one, saying that you own the games. They want to incentivize more family stuff. They want to make it cheaper for like a whole family to enjoy gaming together, saying we're in Brazil right now, and right now I have a lot of cloud in my head. Brazil is such a big Xbox cloud gaming market for us, and a lot of folks are saying cheaper markets make a lot more sense on this big region, mainly stating that like, hey, if it's cheaper, but you can still have the servers running regardless, get some more people in, say, places like Brazil or Portugal or wherever it might be, El Salvador, to have a chance for them to push it on up. So basically something that Latin America is growing dramatically, and I'm sure something like Game Pass being affordable and accessible is a really big thing too as well, but they're also trying to go and maybe deploy different things to go and focus on PC gaming too, saying they're very bullish on the future of the cloud and how everything can basically expand and kind of is like all interconnected as of right this second, and they want to even have these developers build on more cloud game based streams so people everywhere across the entire country and planet can basically go and utilize these games, which I think is sick. I really like this. So saying these are all things where their gamers are embracing different devices to play their library, which they have things on like TVs, they have things on mobile phones, they want to have Xboxes or PC consoles, or even things like the Steam Deck or ROG Alloy or Legion Go, which makes a lot of sense all for this too as well. So they're basically trying to go build up the family plan and build up everything else too on top of that. And one of the bigger news to kind of maybe wind down this video, because we may go and dive into some other stuff, is right now with Activision, there is a really big push of brand new IPs. And a lot of folks are curious on games such as like Banjo-Kazooie or old school games like Guitar Hero, or even sometimes having this bigger diverse pool of games for say Xbox. And one big thing to note is that they want to go and push into bigger variety of games. And especially with things like Game Pass, they can kind of afford to have more indie games or have more of a bigger growing base and to push into other users too as well. So this is very nice to go and see because they want to go and like bring up brand new games and bring back old school games, even things like StarCraft, etc. And they're basically saying they want to go and bring back games, especially as I mentioned too for things like Banjo fans. I'm a big StarCraft fan. I want new StarCraft myself. I want to enjoy these games. And it's kind of nice to see that this is all around good news. We have brand new games on the way. We have dormant IPs on the way. We have brand new experiences, say, for the cloud. And one bad thing, though, that does stink is not having any Game Pass for PlayStation or the Switch. So give me your thoughts and comments, all this type of kind of just information that gets thrown at you. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Check out all the bajillion different links down below. We have a lot of different Best Buy hashtag ad and Best Buy partner links down below for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Squishmallows, and everything else. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here. In the first place, we have a giveaway coming up soon, so subscribe for that. And I'll talk to you guys all pretty soon. Love you guys.